Hey. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So right now I'm going to be doing a Claire Tarot reading for the collective whole. I had asked the energies, I had asked the collective what this reading was going to be about. And I was told it's time for us to wipe the sleepiness from our eyes and see, like actually see what's going on within our lives. Okay, so I'm having allergies so bad, which is insanity because I never have allergies ever. Okay. My nose is itchy. All right. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. You know what? I have all this stuff beside me. Oh, that makes sense. Makes absolute sense. It's totally a message. Totally in alignment with the title. Oh. Here we go, guys. You know what? I can't just keep sniffing. I can't do it. Give me a second. I'm going to go get some tissue. Hold on. Let me pull the third card. Okay, guys. Give me 1 second. Ow. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I don't have cute sneezes or nose blowing. My stuff is real loud and real manly. God, and now I'm out of breath. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. They need to reopen the gym. This is what they need to do. I'm a keel over. No, I'm not. Okay. Card number 41, Sovereignty. Within your hands are the shadow aspects of yourself, your moon aspects, and it's time for you to allow that to come forward, okay? It's time for you to allow it to come forward and for you to allow yourself to be who you are. Instead of continuing to try to be what other people want you to be, what you think other people want you to be, it's time for you to just be who you are. Oh, okay. Is that really the message? Okay. So I'm being told, stop trying to hide in shadow the messages from soul. So for those of you that this is going to resonate with, you're receiving messages from your higher self. And you're trying to kind of dismiss it. You're trying to say that, no, I'm not really getting that message. No this, no that. No, I'm pretty sure you know exactly what this message is, what the message is telling you to do, because you're being given instruction by your higher self. You're being given an instruction. You don't really want to believe it. So I'm also being told this is Mars energy. You're trying to fight what your higher self is trying to instruct you to do. So you have that Mars energy, that moon energy, and it's like the moon is so much closer. The aspects of who you are so much more a reality than this attempt to fight it. Okay, let's just move forward to the next card. Card number 8, Red Garden. So as you're walking through the garden of your life, you're not really listening to what it is your heart is telling you. It's on your right shoulder, trying to give you messages, and you keep looking the other way. You keep trying to see life through rose tinted glasses or blinders, or I don't know what that is, a Zorro mask. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff going on that you're not listening to. So, what is this whole like wipe the sleepiness from your eyes? If all of this is about listening, dependability. So, this is about your connection with another individual. The two of you, energetically speaking, are facing each other. Hot diggity damn. I ask a question and I get an answer. So I was like, if it's all about blinders and listening, and you're not listening to the messages of soul, what the hell does the whole rub the sleepiness off your eyes have to do with that? Well, aren't those eyes on top of their ears? So it's like you're trying to use your eyes to hear what's going on. Someone's watching someone. Someone is watching someone. So one of you, the more masculine, is watching the feminine. She's just focused on her growth. Lotus grow in muddy waters. That's their environment. So there's this potentiality that the feminine, the one that carries the more feminine aspects, has been in real muddy, murky waters, and she's just been focused on her growth. She's not necessarily opposed to what? She's not necessarily opposed to assistance, working together. He appears to be more focused on her. He's looking at her growing herself, and there's a reconnection that's occurring. See, it's like before your paths were headed different directions, or so it seemed, but now it's kind of obvious that there's a reconnection occurring. You guys, 1 second. Let me just mute this. 1 second. That looks so intense. The fuck is wrong with my nose? It feels like stuff's gonna drip down, but it's not. Hold on. I need to be able to focus. There we go. So, card number 36, patience. Just have patience with yourself. Have patience with the process, because it seems like okay. So what's going on is it's either you or the cross watcher. You're having to walk through a field of corn. Corn being something that's highly undigestible, causing you to feel highly reactive, or them to feel highly reactive. And so what's going on now is sorry, I have to leave it in there. Just don't look. Don't look. So this has to all right. All right. This has to do with one of you having this process of trying to get through, trying to understand feelings and emotions that are very hard to digest. But you need to do this in order to get to the next level. Okay? You have to do this in order to get to the next level. That tunnel, it's like tunnel vision. It's getting you to the next level of your development. Mm, okay. Notice how she has a red balloon. That red balloon is connected to her need to survive. It's either your need to survive this process or the cross watchers need to survive this process. But you're being asked to really, really stand in your sovereignty, right? To really stand in your sovereignty. And so, card number 18, treasured memories. Notice how the balloon is now transparent. I'm going to check. I'm having issues this morning. So this message, if you look at her skirt is throat chakra energy with polka dots, holes poke through your ability to communicate. Your higher self is poking holes in this story that you've told yourself. It's a story that doesn't align with the truth of what that memory is. I'm assuming this has to do with someone else. Because it's like she's looking off in the distance and that string that connects to that memory is wrapped around her wrist 2 times. So that kind of tells me that it circled back around before. Did it circle back around in this life? Or was it a previous life that's coming forward? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. So, because y'all don't want me to have something up my nose for my own sanity, you guys are gonna just keep hearing me do that. Okay, core. This is a core issue. Whatever this connection is, whatever it is, your heart keeps talking to you about it. You don't really want to hear it. You don't want to deal with it. It has to do with a core issue, okay? It seems like this is from several lifetimes. This connectivity is from several lifetimes, and it's needing to be addressed at this point. It needs to be digested, okay? Digested and processed, allowed to really be pulled in to nourish you. Sorry. What do you mean pulled in? The what? The thoughts, or are you talking about? Give me a second. The process of really allowing yourself to look objectively at whatever it is that's bothering you, from because if this is resonating, you know exactly who this is, okay? You know exactly who this is that either keeps watching you or you keep watching. You know who it is. And it's time for you to begin allowing yourself to just flow through the processing of whatever it was that occurred between the two of you. Okay? It's time for you to rub your eyes, rub the sleepiness from your eyes. You know, if I still have a runny nose after I blow it right now, y'all are just going to have to watch me with something shoved up my nose. I'm just saying. And I'm not even going to mute it. We lost a couple people, guys. We lost a couple people. And that's fine. You don't need this message anyways then. All right, card number 17, self-reflection. This is really about you facing yourself. You know, these are your two halves, your two aspects. It's not about someone else. Better out than him. It's true. So this is about you facing yourself, knowing that your light and your shadow are holding hands. in the middle of all of this. They're holding hands, and neither of them are drowning in the process of processing. It's just your concept, your perception that you're drowning, that you can't get through this, you can't process this, it's too much, it's this, it's that. Um, sorry. You are the gardener. Card number 27, the gardener. You are the gardener, okay? You have been, ooh, that is one hell of a message. You thought that you were all camouflaged with the background. You thought you were blending in. You thought no one was noticing. But in reality, what you're doing is wearing all of these windows into your soul. Oh, that's a message. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So without even realizing it, you have been existing in such a way where it's basically you're so transparent. There are aspects of you that you thought you were hiding, and in reality, you weren't hiding it. There were all these little windows all across, and you haven't been hiding shit, boo. You haven't. You haven't. You over here with your poker face. What kind of shoes is that? That's some long ass feet, girlfriend. How tall are you? I want to say that's like a size 10 shoe. What are you, like 5'8", 5'9"? That's still within reason. That's still. Now, when you're in the lower 5 feet, like really, really low, near the beginning of the 5 foot mark, and your foot is like a 9.5, that's some grown ass hobbit dimensions. That's like overgrown hobbit. That's me too. Overgrown hobbit. What are you? Overgrown hobbit. That's what I am. But you're, oh girl. I'm getting this message that looks like an onion to me. Some sort of onion. You're being uprooted. Okay, that's some sort of root veggie or whatever the hell it's called. It's a root. It's a root something. You're uprooting yourself. Okay, you're uprooting yourself. And if that is an onion, because I kept getting an onion, I kept getting this message of it's like you're trying to block yourself from recognizing what's going on so that you don't cry. Because what do onions do? They make you cry. Okay, they make you cry, and it's like you don't want to cry about it. I don't know. Let's put that card down. Card number 21, Tiny Triumphs. You're not some insignificant mouse. I totally would wear that outfit. I don't know if my shoes would fit though. Those are tiny ass feet. So you totally need to celebrate the tiny triumphs. Every time you begin allowing yourself to process whatever it is that you were not wanting to process for how long, and you actually successfully get through some of that, you have to celebrate that. You have to celebrate your growth. You have to celebrate yourself. Again, it's this message of your higher self is speaking to you. You're getting messages from the spirit realm. You're getting downloads, messages. That's not a crow. That's some sort of raptor. Okay. Here it is, okay? If you look at this bird, look at that bird, okay? With the beak hooked at the end like that, kind of hooked, that tells me it's basically like a raptor, a bird of prey. And then it has a top hat. Your higher self is letting you know. It's been being civilized, speaking to you, but there's a potentiality that civility will be disappearing. So if you're really not going to allow yourself to be in alignment, 77% at 7:45. If you're really not going to allow yourself to be in alignment with whatever it is your higher self is communicating with you, whatever your higher self is attempting to get you to process, there's a potentiality that your higher self is no longer going to be bougie civil, okay? There's a potentiality you're going to get dragged through your process. I'm not doing the dragging. Your higher self, that's going to do the dragging. Um, I think this has to do with people's lack of willingness to begin utilizing this transition time to work through all their issues. And I mean, if it rubs you wrong that I use the term issue, you probably have an issue. You probably have something you don't want to address, and it's triggering you that I'm calling you out on it. And that's okay, because that's my specialty, specialization. You have to allow yourself to begin reclaiming um, this sense of knowing in how to transmute, how to allow yourself to transition into a higher way of being. You are specialized in yourself. You're specialized in your journey. Uh-huh. Hold on. I just gotta check something. Spiritual meaning of okay. Purity and sympathy. Purity and innocence. Simplicity. All right. So this is telling you to accept all your phases, to allow yourself to blossom under the light of your personal power, to stop allowing your heart to simply function as a bleeding heart. Let it really, really ignite that sacred fire to fuel your rise. These flowers signify purity, innocence, and simplicity. Allow your process to be very, very simple, and that internal peace will begin raining down on you. Allow yourself to hear with filters from your heart covering your ears so that you're not so quick to become combative with this connection. It's the same color, their hearts and their throats connecting. It's high heart energy connecting at center. Same color as the energy around her ears. Okay. Same color. So this is really about a reconnection. It can be a reconnection between your masculine and feminine aspects. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone outside of you, but it's definitely a reconnection that's taking place, something that's been very difficult for you to allow yourself to process. Okay. So, no poetry today. No poetry today. All right. Let me just grab 3 of these cards. I can't. I cannot take a Benadryl. I can't take any medications. As a matter of fact, I think I'm building an intolerance to my thyroid medication. I'm feeling kind of iffy right now. Very iffy. Okay. Yeah, no. Let's see. Oh, shit. So they're calling us out. So, Page of Cups in reverse. Good news is not coming. Okay. Your higher self is basically calling you out on your own BS, your own fighting of your process. You also have 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is when it's upright, delays around money or energy coming in from the cold. So energy is going to be totally going towards you at a very accelerated rate. You're accreting frequency at an accelerated rate. And in addition to that, you're continuing to push, to shove away from you the very thing that you need to allow in. This could be your own energy. This could be someone else. Your higher self is calling you a Queen of Swords, cold, hard, demanding. Stop being so bossy with yourself, with other people. Stop trying to force yourself to go through a process that's not a part of your process. So for some of us, instead of actually allowing ourselves to go through the process that will help us to really understand our path, We're not doing that. Instead, we're like, no, we're going to do it this way. Okay, well, your higher self is going to argue with you. Your higher self is going to fight you on this. You're not going to win that. Whenever you fight yourself, you always lose. Okay? Because if Emmie is fighting Emmie, no matter which side of Emmie wins, Emmie will always be losing too. So, the final message: rub your eyes, rub the sleepiness away from your eyes, okay? Clean your eyes so you can see that this is a process that is trying to serve you. This is something that you're needing to really allow yourself to go through. Again, it's not necessarily that someone else is a part of this process. This can be you rejecting aspects of yourself. So just kind of let your process unfold organically and stop making it harder for yourself, because that's all you're doing. You're making it harder for yourself. Okay. So if you guys could please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me whenever I go live. I'll be coming live again at 7:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's like in 20 minutes. And I'm going to be doing our reading for Pisces. What's Michael doing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ask him. Ask him. I don't know what he's doing. All right. Bye, guys.